talking about his legs being all open.
I mean, if it like goes wrong,
His legs is open.
You want me to sit like this, bro? Look at me. You want me to sit like this?
no.
I don't know. He had this shit bust wide open.
I mean, that's like man spread.
I got nuts, man.
Spread.
Man spreading. Like, when guys,
Yeah,
like,
when they sit all big because they're men, they spread out.
Oh, that's fine. I do shit like that when I'm alone.
sit however you feel comfortable.
Now I feel like a robot.
You look like one too.
Listen.
Oh, snap.
All right, welcome back, guys. This is season 2 of the Variouz Vibez
Remix. Head
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. That sounds lame as hell, don't it?
I don't think so, man.
Welcome back for season 2 of the Variouz Vibez podcast. I am your boy Leo Seasons, and to my left I got,
Black Kids.
to my right I got,
Poison Ivy.
and in the back we got Miss Mayla Say.
What up?
Yeah, they ain't catch that on the mic, but she here though. And I want to say happy Black History Month to all my people out there, all the people that look like me, look like her, look like him, and Addie back there in the back. Happy Black History Month. I know it's very late in the month. This is the first episode, but you know niggas always late to something, so you know we gotta keep the tradition going.
Like we started like 2 hours later than we were supposed to because somebody was late.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody was definitely late.
We an hour and 28 minutes to be exact.
Yeah.
Late.
Yep. Next time, be on time.
But since it's Black History Month, I just want to get everybody's opinion and want to know some things that you're grateful for.
Oh, I personally am grateful for the bare necessities, just the basics, just the fact that I get to wake up each morning and, you know, there's still something to wake up to.
Right.
That's actually really, really great in this time.
That's facts.
What about you, Zach?
I'm going to have to co-sign what she said. I'm happy I can still breathe, taste. You know what I'm saying? I got a beer right here. I done played some basketball today. I'm here with my lovely friends. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm grateful for. And I get to eat today. Yeah. I'm ready to eat. I ate some leftover Taco Bell, but it wasn't enough, bro. I need some more food.
You need that meat.
What?
No, I'm grateful for all you guys that's here with me today. You know, I love all three of y'all. All three of y'all, I love you. So, yeah, I'm grateful to piggyback off what you said, you know?
It was pretty solid.
Yeah, you
Solid
snapped. You
answer.
snapped. I'm over here trying to figure I can't I'll do this one. No, yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to have another chance at life, and grateful to show everybody the way that's trying to look for someone to guide them, you know? So, should Black History Month be in February or June?
That's a good question. I don't even know why it's in February. So,
Oh, well,
I don't know if I'm qualified to answer it.
I just so happen to know.
You do?
I showed
Yeah,
up.
enlighten me. Yeah, let me know.
I had to look into it because I was curious about it. I was like, why is it in February? Anyways, what is the point in it being February? Because that's the shortest month. So, But actually, come to find out that it didn't even start as a whole month. It started out as a week.
Ooh.
And it started out as a week in 1926, I believe.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
And
That's not that long ago.
It's like
it's
almost
not.
100 years.
I'm gonna have to
long
check
ago.
my notes for his name because I don't want to mess it up. It's Carter G. Woodson. He was the second Black American to graduate from Harvard. I think that's pretty cool. But he originally started it as a Black History Week, and it started on Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Oh.
And even that, I was wondering, like, okay, why Valentine's Day? Was there something specific about that? He did that because somewhat influenced from Abraham Lincoln and his thing with freeing the slaves and all, and his birthday was February 12th. And, oh my goodness, I'm lost on the name again. I want to make sure that I don't mess up anybody's names.
We got to get this right.
Frederick Douglass.
Hey.
It was Frederick Douglass?
his birthday, he was born a slave,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and they don't have an actual day for him.
Yeah.
But he recalled his mom calling him her little Valentine, meaning that his birthday was somewhere right around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And so that was the date that he chose to be his birth date, was Valentine's Day. So Carter Woodson, whenever he was putting it all together, he was like, well, that's perfect right there, February 14th. And then in 1976 is whenever it became official. Whichever president that was then, I don't really care. They finally made it an official month, Black History Month, in 1976.
Okay. All right.
So, after all that, do you think it should be in February or in June?
Well, in the case of in honoring the guy that first made it a week, I think February makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense in that case.
I would say so. But like with the slaves being freed, and was it 1865?
I have no idea.
I should know, but I don't.
Yep. We should all know.
Yeah, we should
We should all
all
know.
After a Juneteenth event, I definitely should know.
You definitely should, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. This is why you don't smoke before you pod.
I did not.
I did.
I impatiently waited.
1863.
1863. All right.
I was
all
2
right.
years off. But yeah, so with the slaves being free, 1863, and the Juneteenth being celebrated in June, why not make that month Black History?
You know,
Why
I
not make both?
have a solution. Yeah.
You said why not both?
I was gonna say, why not 2 Black History months?
Hey,
I got an interjection. It was January 1st when they got emancipated.
That throws a whole nother month in there.
President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863, as the nation approached its third year of bloody civil war. The proclamation declared that all persons held as slaves within the rebellious state are henceforth shall be free.
Nasty.
I can hear that clearly into the mic.
Nasty.
I tried to cover it. I was like way back here and everything. Sorry. It's the yeast.
So, yeah, you're going to have to speak up if you want to talk, because I can't hear you on here.
She said Abraham Lincoln Emancipation Proclamation April 1st.
January 1st.
January 1st.
Yeah.
Damn, way off.
Boy,
April Fools. January 1st, and after 3 years. But he may have signed it on the 1st, but maybe everybody wasn't freed until later
Yeah,
on.
it didn't get
Maybe
around-
it's
get
one of
around
those
the
things.
country in time.
Yeah, maybe it was one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's wild to think that it took all the way until 1926 for someone to be like, dang, let's actually like celebrate how far we've came and all we've done.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And that's not even to say that it was celebrated by white people.
right.
It might have been just a black thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
See, that could be a whole podcast of its own, a whole episode of its own.
Yeah.
Just talking all about Black History Month.
You know what would be cool? If you did that and then like half the screen, or maybe just in the corner,
Mhm.
you had like a computer screen or something
Mhm.
showing you looking up the stuff in time so you can learn it with the audience.
Mm. I could
That'd
do
be
that
cool.
right here, but I
Yeah.
need somebody to like type real fast and stuff.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah.
Some other time.
But
Damn, bro, what was that?
I was about to say Addie did something. I was about to say something like very ignorant, but I was controlling myself.
Oh, I thought you just choked or something.
No.
Oh, all right.
I've been working on composing myself a lot lately.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It may come out looking ugly, but I did what I had to do.
Focusing on it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So we cool with Black History Month being in February.
Yeah. Hey, you said that like we get to choose. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
I'm just saying. Hey,
I think
It
it's
makes
fine
sense.
though. I
Yeah,
think it's
it makes
fine.
sense.
I
It
think it's
makes
fine.
sense.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. So what are y'all feelings about Valentine's Day? Speaking of
Overrated.
it, is it?
Way overrated.
Ready.
Why?
I mean, she the one that said it.
Don't y'all like love?
I love love, but I feel like for I feel the same way for all the holidays pretty much. Well, not all the holidays, but most of our national ones. I don't like waiting to a specific day to show appreciation for anything
Yeah.
or to do gift giving or whatever else the holiday calls for. So, and Valentine's Day is no exception. Like, if I want to treat my somebody special, I'm going to do that whenever I feel like it. I'm not going to wait until Valentine's Day or treat her extra special on that day. Because, I don't know. Why would I wait?
So it's okay to treat her less special just because you know you treat her better throughout the year?
No, she getting the maximum amount of specialness any time of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not no specific day. Like that's the way I look at it.
It's so overrated.
Yeah.
That is exactly why. Is because I feel like why make it all about one day whenever there's love to give and receive every day, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be a special occasion for it.
I think it's cute though, you know what I'm saying? They come out with all the hearts and the flowers that come out of nowhere.
But then what about all the people that are alone? That makes them feel
they feel that way anyways though.
But they feel even worse then because then
it's rubbed in your face.
Exactly.
But they would. Because on Valentine's Day it's kind of rubbed in your face. I feel like it is in general though. Like with the movies that you see, you can see people holding hands, walking down the street. Like, isn't it rubbed in your face then?
You just fucked me up with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rubbed in your face regardless. It's just...
It is, but then that day, that's just like, there's so much pressure on that day to make sure that you did everything right for your loved one, or make sure that you got a gift that's good as your friend over there's gift, and and then you have to wait hours and hours for reservations at any restaurant. Everything is packed, everything is expensive, and then all those chocolates go way on sale the day after.
And that's why you shouldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? If you would have did that February 1st, everything probably was empty. You know what I'm saying? It was snow everywhere.
Right.
You would have got straight to restaurants.
So, I mean, but what if there's people that celebrate Valentine's Day like Christmas? So, like, some people, they celebrate Christmas like 2 weeks early. They got the Christmas tree already up. There's decorations everywhere. What if it's people like that?
That's on them. I don't think it's an issue. I don't think it's an issue to celebrate any holiday, but I personally don't feel like... I don't like waiting. If I feel like extra loved, I feel extra happy today, and I want to treat my special somebody like the way I'm feeling, I'm going to do that extra today. I'm not going to wait until February 14th. So, and if I'm not feeling it on February 14th, just as a heads up for anybody that does date me, I'm not doing nothing. Hey, if I ain't feeling it on that specific day, because I probably treat you good the day before.
Yeah.
And I'll probably treat you good the day after. But if I'm not, for some reason, feeling it on that day, I'm not going above and beyond just because, social pressures.
See, there you go. It's the pressures.
But if I am feeling good on that day and I feel like I'm going to show you extra love, it won't be because of Valentine's Day. It'll be because I felt like doing that.
It'll be because of Valentine's Day.
No, I've never done anything I haven't done anything for Valentine's Day personally since I was like in 4th grade. I asked a girl out. I gave her one of those little Be Mine hearts. Hey, I was a little cornball in 4th grade. Yeah, I still remember who the girl was too. And guess what? We dated. You know what I'm saying? I was a little Mac Daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Not mac and cheese. Oh my gosh. All right. So moving on to the next one. Is it hard to find love, or is it hard to be loved?
Is that 2 questions, or is that 1 question?
It could be a 2-part question.
Is it hard to find love, or is it hard to be loved?
Is it hard to find love, or is it hard to find love or to be loved? That was the question. I'm sorry.
I feel like kind of it's like both. I think it depends on the person. I don't know. What do you think, Ivy?
I don't think either of them are hard.
You don't think either of them are
hard? I meant my words are really bad. and in case anybody else was going to make fun of me, I was going to do it first.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think it's hard either way. I don't know. Love is love. I feel like it's a lot easier for me to love someone than it is for me to hate someone.
But is it easier for someone to love you or for you to love someone else? For you to give that love?
It's probably easier for me to love others, but that's just because you don't ever know if somebody really loves you or if they're just saying they love you.
Yeah.
But like me personally, love is like the default for me. If I like you and I enjoy your energy and your personality, you're loved by me immediately. That's the end of that, unless you do a series of messed up things. Like I'm way too quick to forgive, you know? So like if somebody messes something up, like I still love you. It's fine, you know?
Yeah.
So it's way easier for me to love than to be loved.
I don't think I answered this, said this question right at all. I said, is it hard to find love or to be loved?
Oh,
okay. Right.
That is a different question. That is a different question.
You snapped though.
I don't know. Let's go over to Zacchaeus for a minute.
Is it hard to find love or be loved?
Yeah.
I feel like.
Is it harder to find love or to be loved?
I feel like it's harder to find. No, I don't know. Is it romantic love? Like you're trying to date?
Whatever love you want to.
If it's any love in general, I feel like it's way easier because you can love anybody for anything. You just see somebody for the first time, walk past them, and maybe you don't know nothing about them, and you could just feel love for that person. So I feel like in that regard,
do we confuse love with care? Because how do you know what love truly is?
Love is something you can't measure, and because it's hard to know what something is when you can't measure it. For me personally, so I don't know if I can really answer that question. But
I feel like caring is part of love.
But caring is part of love. I feel like love's one of those things that it's more like action based. Like it's hard to tell if somebody loves you if they telling you they love you, but they treating you bad. But if they always treating you good, you assume that they love you.
Treating you bad is subjective because like I'm talking about like obviously treating you bad. Like if they if they just like bullying you all the time, like maybe hitting you or something like that. I'm talking about like the more obvious stuff. But I don't know. Love is also subjective. Some people might see that as love. You know what I'm saying? All those kinky BDSM people, you know what I'm saying? They different. I'm keeping it real though. They see that as love. What does that shit even stand for?
Bondage, sadomasochism. Bondage and sadomasochism. Yeah.
Bondage, like you hugging?
Like tying up rope bunnies.
It's a little different. It's a little different. Even
you said what?
I said puppy boys or gimps.
Puppy boys or gimps?
I ain't heard of those.
Puppy boys, I guess you could.
What's puppy boys?
I have no idea what that is.
As it sounds.
What's a gimp?
They're kind of like the same thing. You ever seen it?
I know what a simp is. What the fuck is a gimp? And I know what a wimp is. I don't know what a gimp.
You ever heard of like a gimp suit?
No.
Like leather, latex?
Oh, the all black.
Them all black.
That's what I thought.
Like,
that's a latex suit. Ain't that what it's called?
Yeah.
What?
They got a name for it?
I had no idea either.
Like slave-ish.
Yeah, we're gonna
I done derailed the conversation.
Is it hard to find love or to be loved?
What do you think?
I think it's harder for me to be loved. Well, I think it's harder for me to find love. Yeah. You just like burping. It's gonna always be in the mic, bro.
The yeast, bro. It wasn't it. Okay.
Put the shit down.
I'm gonna do better. Yeah. Bro, it's still cold. It's gonna get warm.
Yeah.
I gotta gulp it. Ooh, that didn't sound
I think
gulping in
2020. I'm going to talk about the topic. I don't know what they're doing. I think you're right, though. I think it is probably harder to find love because everyone has their own idea of love and what love they feel like they're looking for, you know? So, yeah, I think you're right about that. It is probably a lot harder to find love because what you consider love and what you're looking for in a relationship with someone may be something way different from the person you're looking to get in a relationship with even.
I loved a lot of people over the years and it didn't necessarily like lead me to a lasting life of love and feeling loved. I feel like there's a lot of people that care about me or need me and they just say that they love me so they can keep me around. That makes me feel the type of way. It makes me feel like I can never truly find love because things ain't always worked out romantically. So when it's not romance and these things are happening, it's harder to find love. So that'll be it for me.
Being loved can be a challenge too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna act like, everything is all glitz and glamour over here, because it ain't. I be going through it, baby. I be going through it. Hey, I'm gonna figure it out though. For sure.
We got this. We all got this.
We all got it. We in our 20s figuring out life.
That's what this time is for.
Best. It is. But at the same time, you just get lonely and you gotta deal with it. Oh well. They don't care about us.
Only when it's convenient for
All I
them.
want to say is that they don't really care about us. Ooh, I miss my nigga Michael. That shit crazy.
That's been the topic of the day today, huh?
R.I.P. Michael Jackson, man.
They said he's coming back next year.
Him and Tupac together.
And Biggie, too. They got shot in the car. They gonna bring him back, though.
Hey, they say Tupac ain't died, though.
That nigga dead, bro. Y'all need to
Oh,
let him
man.
rest.
They
in
say
peace.
This has to be a conversation for our next one. We
That's
can
what
go on for this
I don't know.
forever.
I don't know.
We ain't gonna never get through the topics because we always going on the side topics. But I will say, Tupac is let him rest in peace. Tupac ain't here no more. Can we put that to bed?
All right.
It's 2024.
How
It's
about we'll
official.
just agree to disagree?
You think Tupac's still alive?
I don't know.
You gonna leave it up in the air though?
Yep.
That's crazy.
I sure will.
That's crazy. His mom.
Because I would hate to be like, yeah, no, he's dead. And then like, bam, there he is. Like, darn.
But his mama done cried on TV 11 times, and I think she passed away. So R.I.P. Miss
Tupac?
I ain't gonna say Miss Tupac because I don't know.
I don't know what else.
Yeah,
Miss
yeah,
Shakur?
yeah. Miss Shakur.
Would that be it?
And I think her name.
Dear Mama? Just Mama?
I have no
I
idea.
fuck with Dear Mama.
That's a good one.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Next episode, tune in for an autobiography
Find
on
out on the
Tupac
next
Shakur.
episode. But yeah, Tupac ain't alive. So I was asked this on Facebook: are men allergic to dates? I'm gonna answer this first. I just want to get my little piece out the way. So I feel like men aren't afraid to date. I feel like a lot of men are tired of wasting time. So like a lot of us who aren't in consistent relationships, sometimes you tend to go on consistent dates, and it doesn't never lead nowhere because someone is just in it for the moment instead of looking for something at the end. So I don't think men are necessarily allergic, but some of us are tired. I will say that. How about that?
I gotta go next. I don't know. I think that's a good take. I haven't been on a date in a while.
Yeah.
I ain't got the time, and that's all it's for me. And if I had the time, I'd want to do something else. I'd want to go to the gym or something, or play the game.
This dude just gotta just talk about everything but the topic. If
Well,
you why,
he kinda
No,
answered
I'm saying
it.
I am
allergic
answering
to
it.
dates.
Yeah. You
He
said
is allergic to dates.
I'm not allergic to dates, but I'm not. It's hard for me to want to go on a date versus going to the gym or playing a game. Like if I get to choose, I'm going to the gym or I'm playing a game. So it's not that I'm allergic to dates personally.
You just don't like them.
It's just I love dates. I love dates. I love romance. You know, I could do the plan out the dinner. We could go, I don't know, down to the river. We could go fishing, hiking, putt golf, whatever it is that she finds romantic. I'll find that out. You know what I'm saying? We could go do that. Spend a few dollars here and there, maybe a kiss, you know what I'm saying? And then drop her off. But that's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying?
is it?
It is. Mentally for me. Mentally for me, it's a lot of work because I'm not always very social. And when it comes to meeting somebody new, you answer, it's a bunch of small talk. And the small talk is important and also necessary. And you got to get through that because you can't just meet somebody for the first time and start asking them like deep questions about their life and stuff. It's not really appropriate. So I can avoid all of that by just not doing it and going to the gym. Something I enjoy on the opposite side. But, you know, when I decide that, you know, I had enough gym time and stuff, I'll probably not be allergic anymore. But that's my take. I love going to the gym. I love to play basketball. If she was a gym goer and we could play basketball together, because that's what I do the most at the gym, then that would change it. Because then we could play basketball and we could talk then.
See, that could be considered a date.
It could be a date, yeah, but I don't know many girls that do play basketball, and the ones that do usually are taken or not really attractive.
Some girls like to say that some dates are too cheap. Apparently, Applebee's is cheap. Apparently, Texas Roadhouse is cheap.
If a girl hit me with this date too cheap, you ain't for me.
But this is the whole thing. Like, if we paying for it and you don't have to pay for anything, I don't understand
It don't
how it's too
matter.
cheap.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was about to say. From one woman to any other woman that is listening, everything is expensive. Everything is expensive nowadays. So the fact that somebody is trying to do something for you, that should be enough. It don't matter if you're going out somewhere fancy or if you guys just rented a movie and he made you dinner. A date is a date. And the fact that somebody cares about you and is trying to put effort into showing that, that's what matters. That's probably why so many men are allergic to dates, is because they're expected to put all this work in just for a majority of the time the other person not to be happy.
It is a lot of fuck niggas out there though.
There are.
So we can't
There definitely are. No, but I'm just saying that I have seen and heard a lot of other girls say things like that, like, yeah, oh, it was so cheap, or like, I didn't even like that. And it's like, okay, well, what about you taking him on a date?
Yeah.
I mean, just because that's the traditional thing, is men taking a woman out on a date and paying for it. I mean, how many things are still traditional anymore? Everything is shaken up anymore.
Nothing is traditional.
Might as well shake that up too. You know, that's why a lot of times there are a lot more people more comfortable with splitting the bills now. You know, like, just it's really hard out there. You know, it's really hard out there. So just, at least to me, the thought and idea of someone caring enough to do that for you, that should make it all worthwhile anyways.
Yeah.
Yep. All y'all little girls out there, take it from a woman.
No, I wouldn't say all that.
Well spoken.
I wouldn't say all that. I'm not. Don't put me on a pedestal here. I ain't no woman. That's why I said from one girl to another.
All right.
Because we don't say females either. That ain't cool.
I feel like that was a pretty mature
How
response.
was that? I never understood how that was derogatory.
It's not necessarily derogatory, but it's kind of I don't know. It's the sense of like a woman calling a man a boy. It's
demeaning.
Race. There you go. It's demeaning. It's that feeling that, like, whenever a man is like, oh, well, there's females, like, why does it almost always have to sound like that? Why do they always say females? Like,
I'm gonna speak in man's defense.
Okay.
Well, at least mine personally. I say males too.
Mm-hmm.
So I rarely ever say female or males. I say them equally, if anything.
Yeah.
So, but like sometimes I'll be like my guy friends or my male friends. Yeah.
See, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I just say guy and girl or dude. Everything is a dude.
No, I've heard that take before about
but yeah, I don't know,
guys
there
and
is
females.
Something about it. I kind of feel some type of way too when I hear it, and I cannot really explain it. But there is something that just doesn't feel right about it.
It sounds. You could say woman the same way, and it'll sound just as bad.
I think
Get your hands off that woman. Get your hands off that female. I don't know.
No, it's more like saying, well, when women do this, blah, 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 versus, well, females are always, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's usually not necessarily the word itself, but its context and the things that follow along with it.
Okay.
And it's most of the time, the individuals that say female almost always have a certain, you know, like, character about them that it makes it easy for a woman to point out and be like, oh, well, that's kind of something to look out for. Whenever a man is like, oh, females are like this.
Okay, what about broad?
Oh, hell
That's
no.
Okay.
I feel like that's a cleaner version of hoe.
All right. I had to ask.
Those are like fighting words.
Yeah, you ain't never heard that. Man, I was just chilling
like
with.
broad?
I was just chilling with this
with that
broad.
broad.
You know what I'm saying? I don't hear it that often. I usually only hear that one from like older guys.
I was about to say, that's
Yeah.
something that you say with the homies.
Yeah.
That's something
Well, I
you
don't know
smack.
anybody now that regularly uses that word or
Right.
says it
I
at
used
all.
to hear it like in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I think it's.
It's kind of
Is it?
dated.
I don't know. I used to hear it a lot growing up.
My brother
Yeah, I
used to
did.
always say, man, stop acting like a little bride.
Yeah. You hear it like that? Yeah.
Words are weird.
Yeah. Well, that's why I asked.
So, like, what do you
Okay.
got? Do you guys feel like there should be like, obviously, there's going to be expectations for dates, but like, what is like a certain expectation do you hold for your date? Everybody's different, but like, do you hold like different people to certain expectations, or do you have a certain expectation you want someone to follow whenever you're going on a date with someone?
Now, do you mean like just like a casual date, or like this is someone that you are dating, like you are like with them? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter.
I mean, no, because when you're in a relationship with someone and you're going on a date, you're going to hold them, you know what I'm saying, to a certain degree. But like, if it's someone that you're just dating and you're still getting to know this person, like, what type of expectation do you hold them to?
You want to go first or me?
You got your answer?
I do.
Go ahead.
I feel like when it comes to me, when I do go on dates, I don't necessarily care. As long as wherever we go is safe and we can have a good time, that's all I'm coming for. You know, that's it. I don't expect her to act a certain way, or well, I guess I do. I don't expect her to be just like loud, belligerent, and ghetto or anything. But as long as we spend that quality time together, that's why I don't even care what we do. We could be hiking, we could just be going for a walk through the city. It could be something entertaining or not.
Yeah.
As long as we get to spend that quality time together and talk or not talk. If she ain't not much of a talker, that'd be, you know, helpful for me. But, you know, like as long as we get to spend that time together and if we feel comfortable together, the environment's safe, that's all that matters to me. So, you know what I'm saying?
So you
but
just
if
expect comfort,
not
comfortability?
necessarily comfort, but the time together. That's why I say I don't care where we go, as long as we can. If I'm interested in you and you're
But what
interested
you
in me,
expect from her though? Like, do you expect her to like? I don't expect her to be this way. I want her to dress like this. Not
that's
saying
more like
that
a
you
type
want these-
thing. That's more like a type thing.
So you ain't got no type.
I'm not saying I don't have a. Well, that's
That
different from
bitch is
asking
the
what we
only
expect
thing
from.
that
You
he
said what we
likes.
expect from the date.
Hmm?
You said what we expect from the date, right?
The date that would be the partner that you're going.
So you're talking about the
I think
person.
that's why I was
Yeah.
what I was asking
Okay.
earlier.
Okay, you talking about the partner. That's a little different. I was talking about like just
the
the
environment.
been together.
Yeah.
The been together. All right. As far as the person, no, I'm just playing.
You snap.
As far as the person, I'm not a really picky guy.
Mhm.
I haven't dated in like 6 years. What's it been? I haven't dated anybody since 2018. Really, I got really close to dating a few girls. By a few, I mean 2 since then, but
That's a couple.
a couple.
So you have
You're
been
right.
on dates.
I have been on dates, but not very many since 2018.
Mhm.
What do I expect? I don't know if
Shit.
I don't know if I could really say what I do expect. I mean, I don't want her to be like loud or rude. Just not a mean person in general.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a good question. Not to be like, she could be weird, but not like too weird, you know? And by too weird, I mean like asking off the wall questions, maybe. I don't know.
How
Huh?
much you making? a year?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Like even she's fine. But I've met some weird people that will say and do things. I don't know. But
I'm gonna have to blank that out.
well, that's what I mean. Yeah, like go ahead, blank it out. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I mean. Like that was too weird for me. Like
Yeah.
All right.
yeah, I don't know.
I
I don't know. I'm not picky when it comes to what I expect from the date. I'm not too picky of a person. As long as we feel good together, and she's got a plan for a future, and she's cool with my plan for the future, and that I do work a lot and I like to go to the gym a lot. We'll probably work.
So
It's a good chance.
understanding, goal oriented, compassionate, patient.
Yeah. Oh, I can't say. Never mind. I think that's it.
Because that's basically how I just want somebody to be honest. That's one of my main things I expect is honesty and just fluid communication. Just talk with me. It doesn't have to be nice. It doesn't always have to be pleasant conversation. You know, feelings change, moods change all the time. Like I just want to have someone that will always talk honestly with me.
Yeah.
And patience is definitely a plus, but as someone with few patience, I understand that that's kind of, it could be asking for too much sometimes. But honestly, that just honesty and open communication, I feel like, is the biggest expectation for me.
For me, I definitely need someone that's honest. I need somebody very transparent. I need somebody that someone that listens and understands, because I'm not. Oh, somebody calling me. I'm not. I don't have the best with. I don't have the best way with my words sometimes when I'm under pressure, especially when I'm with a real pretty girl. It just makes me like locked down. I don't know why, but I don't know.
You could tell her though, be like, "Hey, you are really pretty. I'm having a hard time communicating right now." So.
Hey,
like
it's that pressure, boy. I don't know.
That's
Make
what
a
I
girl
would
giggle
do.
real quick.
Yeah, I'll tell her, like, "Hey, like, you bad.
Not
my
she
God.
bad.
It's tough right now for me. I'm gonna try my best to talk to you, but it's, what I got is what I got."
But I don't want to deal with somebody that's too I don't mind ghetto-ness, you know what I'm saying? I came up from that. But like I would like someone that's able to carry a conversation, someone that doesn't judge other people too much. I be saying some wild shit, but there's some people that say some wild shit.
Or
You know,
some unnecessary stuff.
some unnecessary stuff.
Yeah.
My mama will be sitting in a restaurant and be like, "Ooh, you see her shoulders?" And she's right beside her.
That's my grandma.
What's wrong with the shoulders? I thought they looked normal to me. No,
Yeah.
it's just- you know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta wait. I love you, mama. But no, bro, just like chill. I just need someone chill. I just need someone chill and goal oriented. You know what I'm saying? I got big dreams of my own. So to know that the next person is possibly chasing a dream as well, I support that no matter what it is. Now, if you out here robbing banks, I'm not gonna support that, but get your money, boo boo. Get your money for sure. But yeah, I can't be a driver. Can't be a driver. But yeah. Those are my expectations, I would say. They're kind of decent, I guess. Would you say? Yeah.
Sure. Because I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people out there that do have all those like look expectations, you know,
Mhm.
like for the girls, it's always he's got to be over 6 foot, stuff like that.
Oh, I ain't even thinking about that shit. I don't even be thinking about
I
that when I'm
forgot
going
about
to a
that
date.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever
You know,
when I actually like someone or attracted to someone, that stuff don't
it
really
don't
matters
matter
to me.
It doesn't.
They don't
No.
know though. That's them girls. If you see somebody with them expectations, guys, if you ain't a boy, you know what I'm saying, you gotta avoid that.
Well, there's just
If you're
like,
looking for something long term,
guys, you know, they always want these real nice, big, curvy bodies now.
ladies gotta avoid them. Yeah, I mean, it's
goes
a vice
both
versa
ways.
thing,
It
yeah.
goes for sure.
Got people that got them unrealistic expectations, or they say they have a very specific type. Don't even try to force your way in there. Just leave. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Don't. It ain't worth it.
That's a crashing plane.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, don't even, if they say that you're not their type, don't stick around unless you're just trying to have fun. Don't get your feelings involved.
And sometimes it might not be the fun you're looking for.
That's true
With a
too.
hammer.
Yeah.
That's true
Not
too.
your kind of fun.
That's true too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what we got next? So there was a couple of things I had left, but I don't think I want to talk about those things
Why?
because I don't know how people would feel about it. So you know the thing that's going on with the Desi Bank situation.
I don't. I think you told me a little bit yesterday, but I forgot.
So to give everybody a summary, I'm gonna try to
Oh, I do remember.
I'm gonna try to
Go ahead,
word
though.
this the best way I can from what I remember. So the comedian Desi Banks was in a situation where he was in a relationship with a woman and he didn't necessarily have enough money coming in. So the money that he did have, he would give it to his girlfriend and it would be enough for a haircut and enough for him to pay his phone bill so he could shoot his skits or whatever. So the woman ended up letting him go because the money wasn't coming in fast enough. I'm assuming they're in their 20s trying to figure out life and she's paying all the bills. So she let him go.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's up.
And she gone.
Yeah, she gone.
Bye.
But that don't mean, I don't know if they like have a bad relationship or not, but like,
Yeah.
is that bad for a woman to, or not just a woman, it could be a man too. Like, is it bad for someone to just like leave somebody to the side because things not working out for you?
Yeah. I think that's.
Mostly.
I think.
I stay with people who were like just losers because I was hoping that something like that
Wait, you hoping what happened?
That they would switch up.
Oh, that they
Come
get
up.
better.
Mm.
That's good. That's good of you. Yeah. But the only thing of negative about that is if they don't have any goals, that's the only time it's negative. If you're hoping for that they improve when
And
you
they
know
don't.
they don't have goals, that's the only time that's bad. But any other time, like in Desi's situation, she knew he was working on being an influencer or a creator
Mhm.
or wherever else he wanted to be. I'm sure she knew that. Well, he told her that.
Yeah.
Either she didn't believe in him or she just got tired of waiting for his paychecks to be bigger or wherever she expected. She was wrong for leaving him and whilst getting with him, knowing that he was still building himself
Yeah.
and working on himself. She shouldn't have got committed to him.
But oh, go ahead.
No, I was about to say I feel like it's mostly acceptable in that, but only if you know from the start, like what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like if you're, if she was getting with him and she knew that like, oh, like things aren't going to be consistent right now, but that's okay. We're a team.
Right.
And then leave him. Yeah, that's messed up.
Yep.
But if he had even like a part-time job at first,
Yeah.
and then while they were together, he starts pursuing this dream and now she's stuck with all of, then it's pretty understandable.
Yeah, it's more
You know?
understandable that way, yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like overall it is okay. I mean, it sucks and it's kind of a jerk move, but like I said earlier, everything is expensive. Everything
yeah.
So you can only hold off so long and only support someone for so long, no matter what your intentions are.
And that's in a different state too. So like the state of Georgia, I know housing is a lot more expensive than here in Missouri. So
Yeah, she probably could have just, up and got herself a little smaller place and everything, So, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a jerk move, but I think it's acceptable, understandable.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I do wish them both success.
look like she took an L to me. Where's she at? What's her name?
Hey, sometimes that's how it be.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we all got to take L's sometimes.
But to all my people that's out there creating content, chasing their dreams, keep chasing it, man. Do it for the art. Do it because you love it. Don't necessarily chase fame because you never know how long it's going to take. You know what I'm saying? I'm not chasing fame. I love the art of this stuff and I'm getting better with the journey and I'm loving it. But it's not always like that for everybody else. And some people, situations is situational. So
Just got to keep your head up.
I want to add something to the it's not necessarily directly related to Desi's situation, but it's kind of stems away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I hear it a lot from like, well, I don't hear it anymore because I don't consume the same content as I used to, but I used to watch a lot of videos and read a lot of blogs and stuff about, it was usually guys and sometimes girls that were like building some type of business or something like that. And when you're building a business, it's really difficult because once you're responsible for your own income, you don't have an employer, your income's like this every month. Every week, every day, it's not the same. You got to hustle and grind for every dollar that you're going to make. And some days, some weeks, some months, and it could be months at a time, you won't be making any money at all. And I've heard stories about some guys and girls, they have a partner, and then that partner tell them, hey, like if you don't get a normal job and quit building your business, then I'm leaving you. And I feel like that's bad, especially if they knew beforehand that person was building that business. Like in the case of your thing, you're trying to build a brand, and your brand's going to have music, it's going to have the podcast stuff, some short films and stuff like that. If the girl knows like prior, because you told her on the first date, like, hey, I'm working on building all this stuff, I do got a job, but that's just temporary because I'm doing this other stuff in long term, my brand building. Right. If she's with you then and she decides to leave because stuff getting inconsistent, that's
on her.
Yeah, that's not right. Because she chose to stay after knowing it's gonna be up and downs. And up and downs, you gotta assume that the downs gonna be like maybe you don't eat this week, and the ups is maybe you be a multimillionaire next month.
Hold on, I'm gonna cut you off right there. As a fat nigga, you gonna eat over here, baby. I ain't gonna let you go without a meal because I'm gonna eat.
Hey.
So you gonna get a bite off my plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of people. I feel like that it's kind of sad because a lot of those people that are building brands or building businesses, especially when they're young, those people are looking so far forward that it could be hard to understand them. But if you're a guy or you're a girl and you're dating that person that's doing that, you gotta be ready to strap your boots, put your seatbelt on, and wait like the next 10, 15 years for when y'all can get the Rolls Royce, that multi-million-dollar mansion, have a huge family, and not have to worry about the bills. Like the security comes later. It's not now. And that's those people, if they end up being successful, which hopefully they all do that go through that process, those are the people worth building with. It's worth staying with and going through the struggle. And you're gonna appreciate them way more than somebody that's, always had it, or somebody that didn't have it at all, or never will have it at all, because they work in a regular 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So
speak up, isn't it?
I wanted to add. So, was it like
Speak up.
Was it like she didn't see the numbers?
No, she got the numbers and he gave her money. Like anytime he got money, he gave it to her. I guess she just, when people in their 20s and you taking care of somebody, I can see how you can get tired of that, especially if it's all wearing down on you.
I just want to know, how were they living?
I don't know how they were living. That doesn't matter.
But I mean, I feel like it does. Like if you're making numbers, like you're literally going viral, because that can happen.
Yeah.
Even if it's like even if before like you've been doing it for like 10 years and you just now went viral. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like just now. And that's different from like just starting and you're not doing things correctly and it's taking longer because you're not doing things correctly.
Yeah.
And you can't see like the results. There's like not really that much results going on. You think that, okay, well, this is just a dead pipe dream. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I had asked, like, how were they living before? Like, what were the numbers? Like, was he like somewhat viral and somewhat famous?
He used to be on Vine. So like before, like what he is now, he used to be on Vine, but he was nowhere near as big as like King Batch or like DC Young Fly that I remember, at least. I could be wrong. But he's been on his grind for a long time, but he's been like become well known like over these last 3 to 4 years.
I don't even consume his content, but I know him, if that means anything.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know him, so.
Yeah.
Like I recognize his face because I see him enough on like what do you call them thing? Just on like on reels and stuff like that, and videos here and there. Like his content's prominent enough to where I know his name. Like it's a lot of artists that I know that I don't consume their content at all, but they're so prominent that I know who they are. Mm-hmm. Just like people that don't watch sports at all, they know LeBron James and Michael Jordan type thing.
Lil Yeet. Never heard. I don't know this nigga, but I know him. Never heard. I don't think I heard his music, but I know Lil Yeet for some reason. I know Lil Yeet.
Who is Yeet? Yeet and Lil Yeet, are those
Yeet.
different peoples?
Huh?
Are those different people?
Who did you say the first time?
Yeet.
Are you talking about Yeet? Like the wasn't that shit?
Not like Yeet. Like you throwing something? Like you
that?
dodging or something? Not like that. It's some artist named Yeet.
Yeah, his name Lil Yeet.
Is Lil Yeet the same as Yett? Like, are they two different people, or is it just like the shorter version?
Name a song that made him go viral.
I told you I don't know no songs, but I know who Lil Yeet is.
I got you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, never mind.
Yeah, there's a lot of new artists out there. They all got some different names. Yeah. Yep.
It's the speaker knockers. They don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
That's some good names.
I have to do the ad lib. It was quiet.
No, it was your turn to say yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Yep.
Yep. And my white teeth. I wanted to talk about the Super Bowl, but I don't really watch football like that. But like, I feel like I know it enough. Huh? Barely. I barely play. I only know about the Cowboys when it comes to football. And I'm a joke to America. Y'all laughing right now. That's fucked up.
I ain't laughing. You're talking about the viewers. I don't watch it either, so I don't know.
So it was the Chiefs versus the 49ers.
I did watch the Super Bowl.
So like,
yeah.
all right. So throughout the game, there was enough calls for the 49ers, the Chiefs to get enough time on the scoreboard.
That do
You
something.
think niggas want to hear that shit?
They ain't hear that, bro.
I didn't hear it.
So
Wait, you talking about
loud.
the snort?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear your snorts, your burps, your gulps.
Sorry, y'all.
Fuck
Turn-
the Super Bowl.
turn your
We
volume
gonna- we
down.
gonna- Fuck the Super Bowl.
I did watch it. I thought it was interesting. That
No, I just feel like it's rigged, bro, and I get tired of seeing that shit. At least don't make it so fucking obvious.
yeah.
They got all this. Oh yeah. They be making the shit so obvious, and then every time the Chiefs fucking catch a fucking breath of air, they blowing that shit, the camera straight to Taylor Swift, doing some crazy shit. I'm not trying to look at Taylor Swift all day.
Hey, she's
Beautiful woman. Not trying to see her all game. And then you got Usher on stage being a freaky frog. This nigga touched
Man,
Alicia
his hands down
Keys.
his pants and everything.
You said what?
He had his hands down his pants and
He
everything.
did? Like inside?
It looked like it.
Yeah, he was
I didn't even
fucking
notice
himself
that.
on stage.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
I didn't really-
it was more than adjusting.
I didn't pay attention that much to the halftime, but I did watch the game.
He touched Alicia Keys more than the Kansas City Chiefs had touches in the first half.
I did notice how he was on her, and when I noticed, I asked the people I was watching with. I asked them like, "Is she single, or is he single?"
Married.
Yeah, and then I started seeing it.
Oh my God, what was that?
Sorry, bro.
That's the.
I tried to hold it in. I tried to hold it in, but I seen the memes where people said that she's married.
Yeah, she's
I assume
married.
he's single because I haven't seen memes about him having a
You know
wife.
Swiss Beats, right?
Oh, she's married to him.
Yeah.
Ah, Swiss Beats. I didn't even know he was still a thing. He still make music.
He-
Hey, he was tough growing up though. You know what I'm saying? When I was still a young buck, he was tough.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Cause I was.
Young buck. Like I heard the UCK too much. I don't know. It's weird.
Hey,
But shout out to Usher though. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to see an independent artist because he is independent.
He independent?
Right now. He's the first independent artist to perform at the Super Bowl.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
So-
pretty. That's pretty sweet. He has one hell of a catalog.
he does. He does.
That's pretty cool.
Got to see him versus Chris Brown on stage.
Oh, that's tough. If there was a R. Kelly, King of R&B or no?
Don't bring that up.
Where did
You
that
can,
go?
you can cut it. You
That
cut
had
it off
nothing to do
because
with
they do
R&B.
R&B. They both do R&B.
I have never put them on the same.
They're not. They're
No.
not. But
Hey,
the thing is, people say R. Kelly can't be the king of R&B anymore because of what he got accused of.
Hey, look.
So who's the new king of R&B? Is it Ty Dolla $ign? Is it Usher? Is it
Nigga
Chris
said Ty
Brown?
Dolla $ign.
Dollar sign.
I've heard people say.
Hey, I fuck
I've
with
heard
Ty
people
Dolla $ign. I
say it
fuck
could be
with Ty Dolla
him.
$ign.
I've heard people
but
say
like
that.
not as like an R&B king.
He doesn't do R&B. I don't listen to
he
him,
does.
but I've heard
like,
people say
Not
he could be the
king
one.
Level, no.
Nah.
So Chris Brown and Usher not.
See, the thing is with Chris Brown too, like maybe at his peak, like when he was first getting out, and he like I consider when he was first getting out his peak for real.
Damn.
He came out hot. He
Yeah.
really did. He came out hot. I feel like that might be, but like now, Usher all the way.
Okay, you,
I
you
think I
Usher?
do make Usher makes more quality music. Chris Brown be putting out albums that got like 42 songs on it. He
Mhm.
recently just put out an album that had like 20 or something. But like as far as the actual like meaning of the music,
Mhm.
I think Usher makes better quality music. But Chris Brown is up there. Not
Okay.
too far behind him.
I feel
Okay,
like the older he gets though, the less I like it.
Who?
Chris Brown.
really?
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know. The less I haven't
That's
heard.
what I'm saying. Like I don't listen to him anymore for
Mhm.
real. Like used to, he was like always on the radio, like all like he was in everything all the time.
I think the thing with him and Rihanna. I think that kind of diminished his public view,
Yeah.
and I
It's
think
like,
that's why
no,
his
like-
music don't get played as much.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it could have went better, but I think also the way he handled it
Mm-hmm.
and the way everything went afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
kind of solidified it.
Mhm.
Like
He can be anger issue vibe.
right, like he gives like temper tantrum boy
Not
vibes,
Texas
like
boy.
But
for real.
Yeah.
the last album I listened to by Chris Brown was Indigo. That came out probably like 4 or 5 years ago now.
Shoot,
That
last thing
motherfucker-
I remember was, what was it, Fame?
I don't.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
That
the
was
last time I was listening to him.
That was Look at Me Now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. That was the last
Indigo.
time
You
I
heard that
was-
song? This shit got you in heat.
That
So
no.
what?
I do
Oh
not.
my!
I do not
I
listen.
don't even know what the fuck you was just singing.
Or exactly.
So, he did that song with somebody else. It was a rapper.
How it go?
This drip got you in heat. Son, designer, that's on me. That's water when I walk.
Oh, I know that song.
I
Looking
still
like me.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, I don't know the lyrics that well, but I know how it goes.
Okay.
But that album has some really popular songs on it that were playing everywhere. Whether you know they're Chris Brown's or not.
No,
but
I
that's
do-
the last album I know that had Chris Brown songs playing like everywhere.
I do think that he does still make like even on the albums that he put out today, I don't think they're necessarily as good as his older albums.
Yeah.
But there's at least a couple tracks from each album that I could pull from and be like, I fuck with that.
Okay.
But,
But he not king level though.
No.
Who?
We gotta circle back to that.
No.
He not okay,
But
so
I think the thing what makes Chris Brown like king level to me is his all round like artistry.
okay.
He can
act.
dance.
He
He
can
can sing.
dance.
He can act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he can rap. I've heard him rap better than rappers. So like, yeah. But
Okay,
that Rihanna thing, I feel like
It's
this.
the personality.
Yeah.
That's what he lacks. It's like a real personality.
I ain't gonna say that because I
So
don't know his personality.
so if that's the case, can R. Kelly not be the king of R&B because of what he did?
I'm gonna
We
say
do not speak of that.
wow.
Okay. No.
That's just-
She
that's
said we
just-
can't dethrone him. That's what she said.
No, I am
listen.
not saying that at all. I'm
all
not
right,
saying
all
that
right.
at all.
I'm gonna say this.
What we saying?
I'm gonna
I'm
keep
just
it.
saying we're just not gonna bring him up
Okay.
Why not?
because
But-
that's
He's the king.
He's
I'm
wrong.
asking. I'm
He's
asking
wrong.
who replaces
That's a
him
major hot
if there
topic.
is a new
We
if
don't-
there is a replacement.
Listen,
That's all. That's all I'm asking. There is no replacement. So is it no king?
this is what I'm gonna say. If it's just music, I don't know many singers out singing R. Kelly. I don't know all of Stevie Wonder's songs, so I can't say Stevie Wonder gonna out sing R. Kelly. And I'm talking just men, because when it come to when it come to women, Whitney gonna take the cake.
Yeah.
But as far as R. Kelly, his catalog is extensive, and he wrote for hella artists that we listen to still to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote for Michael Jackson. You were not.
see, but Michael
alone.
Jackson to me is the only
He
king
wrote
I
that.
need.
Huh?
He's the king of pop though.
He's the only king.
It's a different
for me.
genre.
That's all I care about though.
But even with Michael
Okay.
Jackson, I don't like all of Michael Jackson's music for R&B.
Mm-hmm.
He's like how I look at Chris Brown, but like Michael Jackson is above that.
oh yeah,
But
Michael
when it-
Jackson was raw, bro.
he was raw, bro. I just told them I get pissed off thinking about my nigga.
I can remember the exact moment where I was when I found out he died and everything.
Oh,
Still,
Same.
I ain't even gonna lie. Before he died, I ain't really know him like that. I'm gonna be honest.
Crazy.
I've heard his songs. I remember I used to be scared of the Thriller video growing up, and that obviously because I was scared of that, I'm not gonna listen to the rest of his music. But when he died, I started to hear his music more, and I started to recognize some of it because I heard some of his other songs, but didn't know they were him. And then I started listening to his own songs at my own will, and I'm like, damn, like I see why he was goated like this. I started watching his concerts and stuff like that. I'm like, these people out here, like people literally just see him and start passing out. Like, and he was like, it was one concert. I had it on DVD. Well, it wasn't mine, it was my stepbrother's, but man's popped out on stage, stood there like this. People were screaming for like 10 minutes straight. Like, and he was doing nothing. The camera was just panning around on him and on the crowd. He was doing nothing. Everybody was screaming. And then the next thing he does after he was just like froze like this, he was like really slowly putting on his glasses. And the whole time people just passing out. You see people on stretchers been shook to the crowd. Hey, that's how they was. It was mostly girls. Come on now. But hey,
how they do it?
They was doing it. I don't even know what I just did.
He said, "Ah."
Hey, but Michael Jackson, you know you that guy if you just stand there and people just screaming because they see you. Like he was that man. And then he could dance. His singing was phenomenal. He could do his vocal range was really like high and low. Like he can go like
there
really,
was-
really deep, and then he could do his light voice that everybody heard. Like his not speaking voice, but his like public speaking voice. Yeah.
There's a conspiracy theory about that. The conspiracy is that he might be a castrato,
What's a castrato?
What's that?
where they clip little boys when they're younger so they hold like a higher note.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I think, you know what I think it was? That could be the case. I'd never heard of that. But I think what it was that he was trying to preserve his youth when he realized his voice was changing as a teenager. So he always practiced that voice, and because he was always doing it, it never went away. That's what I think it was. It's kind of like, I ain't gonna use that example.
You know the song "Who's Loving You," Jackson 5?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I could believe that he was trying to preserve his voice because I've never heard him hit a note like he did at the end of "Who's Loving You," as he did as an adult. I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I think what he did is he kept doing that youthful voice. I think that helped him keep a really large audience too, because people always looked at him as innocent because of the tone of his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he started talking like with the deepness we got, people look at him a little different. Like, damn, like I remember when it was Jackson 5. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody loved fucking Mike Tyson.
But nobody ever really said that.
Because you
Mike
got a
Tyson,
sweet little baby voice.
Mike Tyson. Hey, Mike Tyson is that man though. I remember when I first started watching highlights of him, I was like, damn, this dude punched like a freaking machine. Like,
first thing I seen about Mike Tyson, he bit somebody's ear off, and I was like,
You know, and I love the fact that they're cool.
huh?
They're cool with each other.
Yeah, I'm hip.
They have
Yeah.
Even
commercials
more
together.
cool, he got a whole edible.
Yeah, I was just about to say, he said it tastes like you. He's like, it don't taste like me. How you know? I'm the one that bit you.
he is funny.
It tastes like strawberry.
Never forget when he was on The Hangover. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if I was in a room with him, it'd be like sitting next to the Hulk. Like you never know like what you gonna say or do that might piss him off, and he just gonna like ain't nothing you can do after that.
nah.
It ain't, you could be 6'10", 500 pounds, like you ain't facing Mike Tyson. I was about to say Michael
Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Shit.
You ain't facing Mike Tyson. Yeah.
He might swing on you for saying that shit.
But yeah, I would have been knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Mike Tyson, man.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, that guy. Yeah.
Well, we're going to conclude today's episode. I ain't going to hold y'all here today early. Actually, speaking of today early, this is like the first episode we shot during the day. Any episode that y'all watch was supposed to be filmed at 7 p.m. Never started till like 10 or 11 p.m.
Or 12.
So,
Yeah, or 12.
Or 12.
Yeah.
Or 12,
You
yeah.
did a few that late, yeah.
yeah. So we back on schedule for this season. And I thank you guys for watching us. And to my left again, I got,
Black Kids.
to my right,
Poison Ivy.
and we got Mayla Say in the back. And I'm your boy, Leo Seasons. And I thank you for watching us. Continue to watch us, and we'll be back here. I was about to say back again. Back again next week. I appreciate you. Till next time. Peace.
Peace out.
But I got headphones on.
I know. That's why I did it.